What need we all have of Jesus Christ? If God is glorious in holiness, we should all say, who can stand before so holy a God? Were it not for the holiness of the blessed Mediator who stands between the Father and us, and presents his infinite satisfaction to the Father for our sins, and clothes us in his righteousness, woe, woe unto us. If you could possibly imagine that all of the excellencies of heaven and earth were put into one creature except holiness, if that creature had only the least drop of uncleanness and unholiness in it, God would eternally hate that creature. Were there not a mediator between the creature and God, God would eternally let out his wrath upon it. For God is glorious in holiness that he infinitely hates filthiness. We wonder when we hear of the great misery threatened to wicked men, but we would not wonder if we knew God's holiness. God so infinitely hates sin that he instantly sent all the angels that fell down in chains of eternal darkness and refused to enter into the least parley with them or to be reconciled with them. Now what is the reason that, though we have so much uncleanness in us, God is pleased to be reconciled to us and admits us into his presence and gives us hope to see his face with joy to all eternity? It is this, because we have a mediator and they have none. Were it not for that, we could weep streams of blood from our eyes, and God would hate and abhor us. His wrath would eternally seize us. Therefore, though you may rejoice in inherent holiness, let your hearts be particularly upon the perfect holiness of Jesus Christ, and offer that up to God. Though you have much uncleanness in yourself and in your duties, what is it for us to offer duty to the holy God? Let this comfort you. You do not have to deal with God in yourself, but through Christ, and in him you have liberty to come. You may look upon God's face with boldness. This is the great mystery of godliness revealed in the gospel, that notwithstanding the infiniteness of God's holiness, there is a way for us polluted creatures to look upon this God with joy. This mystery is only taught in the gospel. Though men now think they can come and cry to you, and you come to see your uncleanness, your heart will sink down in eternal despair. You will not be able to endure beholding God then. And if you are not acquainted with God in this way of reconciliation, you will be undone forever. Therefore study the mystery of the gospel. Make use of Christ, and the glory of God's holiness may not be to your terror, but to your comfort.